Welcome to Pilates Flow number 15. And all we're using today is a simple stick. This happens to be the end of a broom handle. So all I want you to do is set your feet very straight towards the screen that you're watching. And just put that stick down there beside your second toe. See if your knee goes in front of it and your hip. That's the parallel alignment that evens out your hips, so your hips will be square with the screen. And all we're gonna do is just take the stick right between our index finger and our thumbs and bring it down and take it up. Now let's talk about breathing. We're just gonna inhale, open up our rib cage, and exhale, pulling the navel to the spine and lifting up and reaching through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. And let's just do one more. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to bring the stick straight down, set it right on my shoulders, and extend my arms out and just rotate that shoulder right there. Oh yeah, that feels great. I can feel that in my rib cage. We get so tight in a rib cage due to sitting. And as soon as I think I'm pretty good on that side, I'm going to reverse that direction right there. And then we're going to practice hinging for 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to just stop here, and I'm going to keep my spine nice and straight. And I'm not going to look up to you because that would get away from that perfect hinge out of the hip crease. So let me show you from the side. So we're going to inhale. And we're going to exhale. And let's do one more. So as we hinge at the hip crease, spine stays straight. We pull in the core and we rise right here, activating our feet, our bum, our front core, and just staying in that perfect straight spine. As we move on, we want to pull that stick down more on our upper traps, the tops of our shoulders, not our neck. And we want to inhale, and we're just going to think about that tissue from the side of our pelvis all the way up to our chest. And we're going to exhale to pull in and come back here. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Let's just do 2 more on each side. Now this particular movement helps my lower back, helps my hips, because I can feel the lengthening that is just going from that bony part on my pelvis up to my serratus underneath my arm, which is the chest muscle. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to inhale, rotate. Then we're going to exhale, pull in the core and rotate a little bit deeper. And we're going to come back to the center. We're going to inhale to the left, exhale, rotate a little bit deeper, and come back to center. Inhale. Now pull in the core, navel to spine, rotate. So I'm trying really hard to keep my hips towards you now. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more, just to help us find a little bit of spinal rotation in our rib cage and our core. Coming back to center, and one more time on the left. Exhale, go deeper, and inhale. Now, what I'm going to do is take that stick off of my body, and I'm going to place it straight in front of me. And I'm just going to back up, and I'm going to keep my legs straight. I'm going to hinge at the hip crease, and I'm going to push my chest through these very straight arms. Now, if I push down on the stick on my inhale and come up, I'm going to exhale, come back down. Pulling in that navel to the spine, nice and slow. pushing that chest down. We're going to inhale to come up. And we're going to exhale to go down. And let's come back up. So I'm going to take the stick in hand and I'm going to swing it. So we're going to really look at the swing as my knees soften, as we go back and forth. We're getting a little knee flexion, and we're trying to really lubricate our shoulders in all this. Oh yeah. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then we're going to bend over and do the same thing. So I want to show you a side view of this. As I'm bending over, that tail is sticking out. And we're going to hinge and we're going to swing, 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 swing. Inhale. You're going to drop your chin to the chest, lower down. Get a little bit of lengthening behind those knees. Inhale, exhale, pulling in the core, rolling up each vertebrae. And I'm going to set the stick right there and turn towards you. So now I've got my foot on a line, and all I'm going to do is keep that arm's distance away, and from the outside there's a little bit of pressure that I'm putting on the stick, but I'm going to lift this knee up just to get the hips to loosen up. You can see how I'm sealing that knee into my side. We're going to inhale and we're going to exhale, seal, and one more time. Inhale, we're going to exhale, seal those knees. Let's reverse that. So I open my hip, bring my knee forward, and slide that knee back. Now, if you can do all 6 rotations, keeping this balance, that's awesome. We need for you to understand that balance is so huge as we age. Now, I'm going to take this stick back into this back lunge position. And then I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to hinge forward. As I reach forward with that stick, I have 90% weight into that front leg. Take a deep inhale, press down with the foot, pull in the core, lift that knee up, right there. And then I'm going to set that foot down. Now, if ever you burn in your hips while we're working on one leg for one leg's balance and one leg strength, make sure that you're prancing, lifting one heel and knee forward as the other one is planting. Now we'll take the burningness out of it. It's okay if your muscles burn. Let's take this on the other side. So now all I'm going to do is take an arm's length away from the standing leg, and it's okay to put a little pressure on top of that stick. And all I'm going to do is inhale. Now here's an example of weight transference. Exhale to open hip. Woo! Inhale. So you can see I work on balance every day. I'm still capable of losing my balance. But what we search for is how long does it take you to reset your balance. I reset it really quick. Let's reverse that. Inhale. Now you can always take that arm out. Exhale. See the ceiling, knee to knee. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And all I'm going to do is step back. And I'm going to bring that stick forward. 80 to 90% of that weight is right here. And I'm going to hinge at the hip crease, reach, take a breath. Inhale, and as I exhale, press down with that foot, lift that knee. You can do a lot of different kind of balancing movements with this stick in this position. You want that ankle, that knee, that thigh, that hip to burn in that particular. So let's go ahead and roll down and stretch out these hamstrings really well. So placing your feet parallel, standing nice and tall, pulling down. We're going to inhale. Now, as we pull in that core, look straight ahead, drop that chin to the chest, rolling down on the thighs. Now when the stick gets to the knee, pulling it out so those hands can just freely hang out of those shoulder sockets. Inhale, drop your chin to your chest, and exhale. You're going to roll and restack. You're going to inhale, lift. Find length in your body. Exhale, stand tall on your heels. Inhale, exhale, slow, slow. The way you come back out of a balanced pose means a lot. Inhale. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to slide down those thighs as we're rolling down from the top to the middle to the lower back. We're going to let the arms hang out of their sockets. We're going to take one deep inhale right here. We're going to sit down and exhale for 4. So you can see me lifting and putting all my pressure into my feet, into my bum. 2 more of these. 2 and 1. We're going to drop the stick down. Let your arms hang out of those sockets again. Drop the chin to the chest and exhale. Roll and restack, pressing our feet, pulling in our core, activating our bum. It's like we're holding a pencil in there and pulling those shoulders back. Now, from this position, we're going to take that stick forward for one last shoulder, chest opening, gluteal opening, hamstring open. Take a deep inhale and exhale, pulling in the core to stand nice and tall. Thanks for joining me.